The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
You're listening to UCW Radio. In your face.
But I want to get to the steps that it took to get where you are today. So can you tell me how a girl from Canada winds up actually you wind up on top of the CoverGirl model world? When did you get into modeling?
Well, basically I started when I was 12, and I took a great interest in modeling. So I started, I joined classes, I went to conventions, I started being really interactive in the industry. And, I lived in Sudbury, which is 4 hours north of Toronto, which is a really small city. So I had to drive back and forth for auditions. I had to, not at 12 there, I had rides, but anyways. But yeah, I was really, you just got to give it your all, and you got to continue grasping every single opportunity that you get and really, giving it 110%. And yeah, because after a while, once you keep doing these little things, it's a constant advertisement, right? So then you're gonna blow up sometime.
No, without a doubt. And you're already, as far as the CoverGirl model, or the cover model world, you're there. As far as other things, you're getting there. But during that time when you first started out, when you were 12, you were getting into it, you were getting the rides, going back and forth. Were your parents and your whole family, for that matter, were they supportive of you way in the beginning when you first started?
Well, my father was. He was very, it was my passion. He saw me really happy doing it. So, he was pushing it 110%. My mother, however, she wanted me to do something a little bit more realistic. Okay. Because it is a far-fetched career. I mean, not many people really go this far. But, I gave it, like I said, 110%. So my dad was really, really supportive, and he helped me a lot. Without him, I probably wouldn't be writing today. So thanks, Daddy.
Well, I think that parents, what they wind up doing, they want to protect you, so they want you, they want any of their kids to have something that's tangible. Be a lawyer, a doctor, whatever it may be, work in an office, have something that you can fall back on. Because whether you're acting, modeling, you are rolling the dice, but if you have faith in yourself, and all you need is that one person to have faith in you too, and it can help you skyrocket like your dad did for you. He had faith in you, so that pushed you. And
exactly.
That's fantastic. Now, as you've been pushed and you've had that support from your papa, you built up to doing a ton of magazine covers. You can go through that list in a second, because I know you should go through it. But what I'm interested in, can you tell us how the first one came about, and what was it, and how did it feel getting that?
Okay. Basically, I was in Sudbury at the time, and there was a photographer. He wanted to shoot me for this ad for a casino. Okay. So I had drove down to Richmond Hill, and so we were shooting, yada, yada, and my girlfriend wanted to try out for Playboy. So he said, okay, I'll do some tests for you, and, I'll submit it, and, good luck. And he said, you know what, Lana, you should try. I said, no, there's no way I'm trying for Playboy. I mean, that's, not my thing. I've never even seen a Playboy magazine,
Right.
And sure enough, I said, why not? And I tried out for it, and he submitted the photos, and that Monday, the editor had called and said, we want her. So I had to go back. I shot with Paul Lucetta, and we did Natural Beauties, which I got the cover for, which blew me away there. Right. So I got the cover for that one, and then I think now I'm up to eight magazines with Playboy. Yeah.
8 covers?
Covers with them.
8 covers?
No. Features.
Okay, 8 features.
I have two covers with them, though, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was, it was crazy. I mean, even back home, no one's ever really, had a girl go on Playboy before, so it was it was kind of shocking, and no one really knew how to react to it, but I kept my head high, and I said, you know what, this is something that really brought me out there, and without Playboy, I mean, I probably wouldn't have gotten half of the other covers that I got. There was Curves, there was Maximum Fitness, there was just a whole whackload of them. So, I mean, I'm really grateful and so proud.
Well, I think it opened up a lot of doors for you, of course, because Playboy, Playboy is the creme de la creme as far as that line of magazines, men's magazines, men's entertainment, and to have the cover on that is like wow. is definitely a
Yeah.
wow factor. And I'm sure that once that got done, and you were walking down the street, it was like, hey, it wasn't like, hey, Lana, it's like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was definitely an eye opener to us.
But it actually opened up a lot of doors so that you can go and do what you're doing now. And we're going to go through all that in a second. What other magazine covers did you grace?
Okay, so I'm on a cover. I did 2 calendar covers.
Okay.
And then I did Hotline, Natural Beauties,
Mhm.
Curve, Maximum Fitness, Inside Fitness. I have to put my resume. And the rest of them is features. I think now I'm up to 6 covers.
Okay, 6 and growing, and going, and going, and
Yeah.
going.
And going and going.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
But you know when you first got called by Playboy, because that wasn't something that you were seeking out. That's the interesting part of this, that you weren't out there actively saying, well, I want to get on Playboy, I want to be in there. You knew nothing about it. It was just fate, I guess.
Yeah.
I
guess so. Well, before, I was mainly, aspiring to be a Maxim model, and models such as that is not really something in Playboy, not anything to do with nudity.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I was focusing on that, and also improv. So it was mainly acting and modeling is what my aspirations were and so on.
And then when this came around, I mean, when you got that call, were you shocked?
I was in tears, actually. I couldn't even believe it because it was an email that was forwarded on to me, and it was just absolutely the nicest words I've ever read, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. When I said, oh my God, now I actually really have to do this. I have to go and take pictures naked. I really need to do this. So for me, it was kind of really shocking. I just mixed emotions. My heart was going like crazy. Every word that I was reading, I was just, excited more and more. So it was just, it was pretty crazy, yeah.
Well, I can imagine, you don't know anything about Playboy, you take pictures, it gets submitted, and all of a sudden they want you on there, and it's like, okay, now I really have to do this. So yeah, it's happy.
Yeah, this is real.
Yeah, it's happy, shock, yeah, I'm going to get paid for doing this, but still shocked now, wow, and you have all this stuff going on. That's interesting. But again, sometimes things happen for a reason in life, and again, this opened up doors for you. Now,
yeah, I did. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that, I find it, again, I just find it interesting how things develop in life. Going forward, you jumped into acting, something that you wanted to do before, so you jumped into acting. What was your first opportunity?
My very first acting gig was a Hakeem Optical commercial, which is for glasses. So there was no speaking roles or anything, but they liked me so much. I came back 3 times. So I did 3 commercials, or 2 times. I went back, so I did 3 commercials for them. I did all their advertisements. I also, after that one, did a country style commercial.
Okay.
And yeah, just a whole bunch of commercials. And then my biggest gig was Lingerie, which is now actually airing on Cinemax. So I'm co-starring in that with Jennifer Corbin. Yeah, so I mean, just they just keep rising. After you do so many things and someone sees you and then they want you for this and then, they want you for that and whatever. So I'm just really happy that I'm doing Lingerie and stuff. We're actually going for a 2nd season.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah. That's great.
Really doing good.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I just, you are definitely, you put your heart into what you do, and I love that because, some people, they have a tendency not to give their all because first, hey, I'm not getting paid enough to do such and such or whatever it is. As long as you're not compromising yourself, and if you have the opportunity to make the situation look better, why not? I've done it, and you just do what you need to do to try to get ahead, and people see that. Now, do you see yourself pursuing an acting career above being a cover model?
Actually, yes, 100%. I mean, modeling is
great. Ding, ding, ding. Good answer.
Well, thank you. Where is my prize? Okay. But yeah, I mean, modeling is great, but realistically, my dreams and everything that makes me come alive is actually acting. So for me,